So today I want to talk to you about a YouTuber who goes by the name Geowizard. Now this guy is known for doing lots of outdoor adventures, and recently he did a video series where he decided to walk across all of Wales, the entire country, in one straight line. So he used this little GPS device and he mapped it out, and he had to walk across the entire country, meaning he had to jump over fences and go through people's yards. It's very entertaining to watch, and I recommend you go check it out. But the reason why I'm talking about him today is because I believe there is a conspiracy here that I have uncovered through my research that needs to be shared. Now, this theory came from a part in his videos, and I've got a picture of the image right here. So if you take a look at this, he's walking through this mud here, and I noticed something in the reflection of his GPS. You can't see it here, but if you zoom in just a little bit, take a look at this. Now you're probably wondering, what am I looking at here? Well, from what I can see, in the reflection of his GPS, you can see his reflection obviously, but behind him looks like a bunch of computer stuff or computer panels or something, and it looks like he's wearing some sort of virtual reality headset. I thought, well, that's weird. Why are we seeing this? Shouldn't we be seeing clouds and stuff like that? Why are we seeing this stuff, and why is he wearing a headset like this? Now that's when I came to the conclusion that I don't believe that he's actually out walking across Wales. I believe that he is in some sort of virtual reality setup, and he is faking the entire trip. So then I started thinking, why would he be doing this? So then I came across this article talking about how in Wales, where he did this trip, they had this issue where inmates were being let out accidentally too early by mistake. So I believe that Geowizard was in prison, got let out of prison by accident too early, and then thought to himself, rather than trying to run from the police and obviously getting caught eventually, I'm going to hide out in this virtual reality room. I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm going to post videos of me traveling across Wales to set up a fake path for the police to follow so that I can stay hidden and out of prison. Now, I know you're probably thinking, this is so stupid. James, stop wasting our time, you fat pig. But if that's the case, then why did I find this information here, which shows the recent path that the Wales police have been following? Now, the blue line is the Wales police line, and the red line is Geowizard's line. So why is it so similar? Clearly, they are following him, watching his videos update, and following his path just like he wants them to do. And on top of that, check out this image of the Wales police force that I found. This is an image that a farmer took and uploaded online, traveling across the same path. And this got me thinking, where else have we seen a criminal who uses virtual reality technology to trick people? Mysterio in Spider-Man Far From Home. Let's think about that movie for a second. Well, first of all, Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, is from England, and so is Geowizard. And guess what? Geowizard's first name is actually Tom as well. What a coincidence. So do I think that Geowizard is actually Tom Holland in disguise and Tom Holland is a criminal? Maybe, because right around the same time that his last video of this trip was posted was around the same time that Tom Holland was cut from the MCU. So maybe Tom Holland was cut from the MCU because he actually got caught and has been arrested because he's actually Geowizard. I don't know. It could be. But getting back to Tom Davies, I started looking for more information that could lead me to this him being a secret criminal idea. And I started looking at his last name looking for clues. So I tried mixing the letters around, and I realized you could make the word VISAD. If you don't know what VISAD means, it means for somebody to get their visa, which is what you would need if you were going to stay in another country for a long period of time, like Tom Davies would have had to do if he were going to stay in Wales. So then I thought, okay, let's go back to his name again and mix it around a little bit differently now. So I mix the letters around and I get this image here, which clearly looks like an Englishman running from a spooky snake, who's also wearing a VR headset. So you can see the big VR headset on his head, and you can tell it's an Englishman because English people are known to run with their arms out like that because they believe it makes them more aerodynamic, kind of like a car spoiler. Also, Wales has snakes, so this may have happened to him on his journey. So then I went back and tried one more time, and I cut the letters up a little bit and rearranged them a few times, and I just happened to stumble across this. I'm a frickin' criminal who is using VR to trick the police, LMFAO. What a coincidence that that's what I managed to make up just from mixing the letters around at random. Now, just in case you need more convincing of this, just in case I haven't provided enough information, check out this math here. So Tom Davies joined YouTube May 15, 2015, and the local Wales prison that I believe he escaped from holds up to 2,106 inmates. If you take the number of inmates in that prison and subtract the year that he joined YouTube, it gives you 91. Well, looking at Wales news, and back in 2016, I find this article saying that this Christmas tree that officials promised they would put up for Christmas time ended up being exactly 91 feet shorter than expected. Now, these officials who were in charge of this tree ended up being mocked online. People went crazy on Twitter and were making fun of them for this embarrassingly short tree. Now, at around the same time, a man was arrested for murder in Wales, which leads me to believe that Tom Davies was working as the guy in charge of this Christmas tree. He couldn't get up the full-size tree. He got terrorized online. lost his mind and murdered somebody over it, and then got put in prison and was obviously released early by accident. Now, this tree was originally promised to be 40 meters tall, and at the time of this video, GeoWizard currently has 211 videos on his YouTube channel. If you take the 211 videos on his channel and subtract the 40, the meters of the tree, it gives you 171. And I thought, well, what does 171 mean? Well, it just so happens that in the year 2019, an estimated 171 people were using VR worldwide. So clearly everything is connecting in a very clear and obvious way. Tom is obviously hiding out in some shack somewhere in the middle of nowhere, probably freezing and starving, making these fake YouTube videos to try and escape the police. So all I can say is, Tom, if you can somehow make it to Canada, I can hide you up here somewhere and you can live in freedom and not have to worry anymore. Maybe send the police to Mexico to give yourself a head start, and I'll be waiting here for you. Well, that's all the information I have on this topic for now. I currently have my Patreon supporters hooked up to VR in my basement, but the VR that I have on for them is just, I have a worse basement, so it's not that great, but it's something different at least. If you want to join them in this, I have extra headsets. My Patreon link is in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.